Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
Hello everyone, welcome to Business and Leisure, your weekly business and lifestyle electronic magazine, where we bring you the latest significant business developments on BizWatch, the business section, while leisure features take center stage in our lifestyle section, which shall be hosted by our lovely sunshine girl, Zaira Hernandez. And she's here now to give you an idea of what's ahead to watch this week. Zaira?
Hi Butch, it's nice to see you guys once again, and hi to everyone. Did you guys miss me? Well, I am now back here on Business and Leisure to bring you the best in lifestyle. Yes, that is what I do here on our show. So this week, I've got brand new features for all of you guys to watch out for. First, as usual, are the hottest events in and out of the metro, and that is of course followed by our popular segment Places. More dining places for you to discover on Leisure Trip, and finally, our weekly treat for all the firearm enthusiasts out there. I know you're all excited for all of that, but let's keep the excitement for now. Hang in there for a little bit as we begin some serious talk on business with our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. Butch?
Thanks, Zaira. We'll see you right after I take care of business. Sunshine girl Zaira Hernandez, our lovely host on our Leisure Report this week. We now pause for a short break, after which it's all business talk on BizWatch. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
So there I was, standing on top of the world. But then I asked myself, what lies beyond success? I wanted to give back, be a force of change. I dream of a place where children can realize their potential, to live and love life, be kings and queens, and fight for their dreams.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure and to our business section, BizWatch. For our lead issue this week, the Department of Energy under Secretary Alfonso Cusi is really pushing for the conversion of our traditional jeepneys to e-jeepneys. The problem that the government is facing right now is the cost of this conversion. According to reports, the conversion could cost between 500 to 600,000 pesos for one unit. Andre Go has a story.
There's no doubt that our gas-fed jeepneys contribute much to our carbon emissions, and the national government is seriously considering converting the country's traditional jeepneys to e-jeepneys. The problem is, the conversion of one unit of jeepney could cost from 500,000 to 600,000 pesos. With the large number of jeepneys plying our roads, the planned conversion would cost the government a huge sum of money. Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi was quoted as saying that the government is not open to shouldering the cost of the conversion to e-jeepneys.
With the government not open to a direct cash-out option for the jeepney conversion, the present administration is now looking at other funding options. Energy Secretary Cusi was quoted as singling out the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank as the best possible funding source for the rollout of the e-jeepney conversion plan. Our BizWatch correspondent has more of the story.
Secretary Cusi said that the cost of conversion would be a very big burden for the government to shoulder, so funding has to be sourced from foreign lending agencies. The government is now initiating talks with the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank for credit facilities to undertake the massive cash requirements of the planned conversion. However, the big question now is this: what is the extent of the government guarantee if these lending agencies decided to take up the proposition to finance the e-jeepney conversion program? This is a big and very relevant concern because the initial plan was not to pass on the charge of the conversion cost to the drivers. The government's pitch for this e-jeepney conversion plan centered on helping the jeepney drivers earn more with the shift to e-jeepneys.
With the conversion to e-jeepneys, the government hopes to improve the earning capacity of the Filipino jeepney drivers and have cleaner air with much less carbon emissions. To what extent is the Philippine government willing to guarantee the loans needed for the e-jeepney conversion program is the question that now begs to be answered. Meanwhile, the Philippine coconut industry has been struggling with the problem of low productivity for several years now. This was brought about by the number of natural calamities, the conversion of coconut farms to other land use, and the declining number of coconut farmers. Now it seems there is a small sign of resurgence in this industry. Our business reporter Heidi Santos has the details.
It is a sad reality that the Philippine coconut industry has been dubbed as a sunset industry by many sectors. However, Philippine Coconut Authority Administrator Romulo de la Rosa has good news for the industry. According to the coconut official, trade in coconut products is now picking up not only in the domestic market but in the foreign market as well.
Once again, there is a glimmer of hope for the Filipino coconut farmer. Aside from copra, the market for cocoa water, activated carbon from cocoa shell, and geotextiles from cocoa coir is now showing a wider expansion in the foreign market. Our BizWatch correspondent has more of the story.
The Philippine Coconut Authority released its data covering the period from January to May 2017. According to this, there was a growth of over 90% in the volume of cocoa oil exports. This growth is extended to non-traditional products like hydrogenated coconut oil, coconut chips, bukayo, and coconut sugar. The Philippines has also opened new markets in China and Russia through President Duterte's diplomatic initiatives. The Philippine Coconut Authority has rolled out its 2018 to 2022 roadmap, which will strengthen the industry's productivity in order to serve the growing global demand for coconut products. With the new roadmap, the country will see an increase in the hectareage of coconut trees from 3.4 million to 4.4 million hectares in the next 7 years. The improved performance of coconut products, of which the Philippines is the leading exporter, comes on the heels of a negative campaign against coconut oil in the U.S. The Philippines' claim and answer to the negative stand of the American Heart Association is that their assertions are based on old studies. The country has formed the Asia-Pacific Coconut Community, or APCC, under the auspices of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and Pacific, based in Malaysia and Indonesia. This is the purpose of strengthening regional cooperation among coconut-producing countries.
In the Philippines, Filipino coconut farmers are still awaiting the passage of the Coco Levy Bill, creating a trust fund to manage the huge Coco Levy Fund. It is hoped that the fund will be used to develop the Philippine coconut industry and benefit those who contributed to the levy. That would be the Filipino coconut farmers. We now take a short break, but be back shortly with more current and relevant business issues for you. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts. coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean our seat, it's love. When you try to look cool but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
Take me
Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use, flexible interior for your various needs, convenient features, advanced technology, powerful engine, fuel efficient for a smooth journey, and sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest-running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
Welcome back, and you're still on Business and Leisure, and we continue with more business developments. For the next business issue from coconut, which we had before the break, we go now to the rice industry. There is a new program that the Department of Agriculture is pushing, and that is the Kaibigan at Kaagapay Adopt a Farm program. Our BizWatch correspondent Andre Ko files this report.
Because of the very real possibility of falling short of the budget for next year for the rice industry, Agriculture Secretary Manny Peñol has initiated the new Kaibigan at Kaagapay Adopt a Farm program. This is the informal financing scheme that hopes to engage the OFWs and other private individuals to constitute the financing group for the program. They will be the ones to supply the seeds and fertilizer requirements of farmers who belong to the Irrigators Associations of Farmers Cooperatives.
To provide a brief background on this, Agriculture Secretary Manny Peñol earlier sought a budget of 20 billion pesos for the implementation of an easy access credit for farmers and fishermen. When this was not approved by the government, Secretary Peñol sought other means to tap the OFW, who collectively remit about 50 billion pesos a year to their families back home, as well as other private individuals willing to invest in agriculture. More details from our business reporter.
Secretary Peñol then invited all the major hybrid seed producers in the Philippines. These include SL Agritech, Pioneer, Seedworks, Bayer, and Longpin. The Agriculture Secretary asked these hybrid seed producers if they would be willing to give discounts to the financing group who will buy their seeds in bulk for this cropping season. The seed producers agreed to give the financing group the same special price as their dealers. The Department of Agriculture's reduced budget for next year for the easy access credit for farmers and fishermen would most probably be around 60 billion pesos, much less than the 200 billion pesos that Secretary Manny Peñol requested for. Under the Kaibigan at Kaagapay Adopt a Farm program, qualified farmers will be accredited and issued ID cards under the Juan Magsasaka National Accreditation Program. The IDs will contain information on their farm locations, and the farmer will be the one to specify which variety of rice seeds they prefer based on the farm conditions and the volume of fertilizer needed. By 2018, the program is seen to cover about 1 million hectares of farms, which will boost our rice production by 4 million metric tons by 2019.
The financing group has not yet been identified by the DA. When this is done, the financing group will enter into a contract with the farmers group to supply the seeds and fertilizer requirements of the irrigators, associations, and the farmers' cooperatives. And now for our final business issue this week. Don't look now, but the Department of Finance is now moving to establish our first Philippine Tax Academy. The DOF is coordinating with the School of Economics of the University of the Philippines and the University of Makati for a possible tie-up. Heidi Santos, our business reporter, has the details.
Finance Undersecretary Gil S. Beltran announced that the Department of Finance is now sitting with representatives of the UP School of Economics and the University of Makati for a possible tie-up to establish the Philippine Tax Academy. In conjunction with this, the DOF is now in the midst of their promo contest for the winning entry for the PTS logo making contest. The winning entry stands to win 10,000 pesos. The Philippine Tax Academy will provide BIR, customs personnel, and local government finance personnel a learning institution that will be dedicated to their continuous training and study on improving tax collection competence and efficiency. The creation of the Philippine Tax Academy was actually provided for in Republic Act 10143, signed during the 14th Congress almost 7 years ago. No less than the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, is willing to assist the DOF and its attached revenue agencies in identifying the training programs that will be offered at the Tax Academy.
Former Customs Commissioner Nicanor Faildon, during his short term, had proposed a Customs Academy. This proposal will now be tied up with the Philippine Tax Academy, which will be operational by 2018 at the University of Makati. And with that, we end BizWatch. We shall pause for another break, and when we come back, we have our Strictly Business segment this week. Stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Take me
Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
The power of Strada. It's your sport truck.
Welcome back, and you're still on the business section of Business and Leisure. Up next is our Strictly Business segment. For our upcoming feature on Strictly Business this week, we have an inspiring story of a young lady, a person with disability, who chose to rise above the many challenges of her condition. She embarked on a home business that is now thriving and doing very well.
Janine Nin Setias is no ordinary young girl. She is wheel-bound and lacks the mobility of a normal person, but she is cheerful, and her inspiring story is one that is joy to share. Nin studied to be a programmer, but certain circumstances prevented her from taking advantage of any normal job opportunity. Never mind if she was qualified, but let Nin tell you all about herself before we go into her small business.
I started siya as a hobby kasi mahilig talaga ako nung bata pa ako gumawa ng accessories, mga bracelets. Tapos, one time may nakita ako sa internet, cosplayer siya. Gumagawa siya ng mga polymer clay na mga anime. Tapos, sinearch ko siya kung paano siya gawin. Tapos, nung nakita ko siya, tapos naghanap ako sa nakakabili. Medyo pricey nga lang yung clay. Tapos, sinuot ko siya sa school. Then nakita ng mga classmates ko, tapos naggandaan sila. Tapos nagpa-customize. Tapos may best friend din ako, galing ibang school. Minorket din niya doon sa school niya. Tapos, nung that time, graduating na ako ng college. Hindi ko na siya tinuloy muna. Kasi nag-work muna ako as sales officer sa QC.
Because Nin is wheelchair-bound, it was almost impossible for her to commute to work. The family car of a dear uncle would bring her to and from work until her uncle suffered a stroke. This left her with no choice but to stop working.
Napilitan ako mag-work muna sa bahay. Kasi ako din yung nag-check ng mga medicine ng uncle ko. Tapos, naisip ko mag-graphic artist for a few years. So, yun yung trabaho ko. Kasi may alam din ako sa program ng mga arts, ganyan, Photoshop. Kaya lang hindi din siya nag-work. Kasi per project siya, tapos hindi siya stable. Kasi yung kumukuha ng mga employer, kadalasan, gusto nila yung marunong mag-animate, marunong Photoshop, yung all-in-one. Konti lang yung alam ko, mga ganon. So, medyo nag-stop ako doon.
Her uncle died shortly after. Nin faced her options, difficult as they were, but she did not want to stay at home doing nothing. She braved the daily commute, but this only lasted for a few months. She still made the rounds of many offices searching for a job, but the employers, some of whom were sympathetic, were realistic enough to realize that her lack of mobility was a big disadvantage.
Nung nag-a-apply ako, may nag-message sa akin na friend ko. Tapos tinanong niya ako kung pwede daw ba akong gumawa ng party souvenir ng binyag ng anak niya. Tapos hindi ko alam na pwede pala yung clay na gawing party souvenir. Ang alam ko lang is accessory, mga bracelet, ganyan. So, sinearch ko siya. Then, nakita ko may market pala talaga for party souvenir.
Then and there, she received her first order. With an initial capital of 3,000 pesos, she went into business. Of this amount, 1,000 pesos went into the purchase of materials, and the 2,000 pesos was spent on purchasing a small oven. Soon, she found herself steeped in the business, and she started expanding her market.
Nagkaroon ako ng market sa abroad, sa Asia hanggang America. Ngayon, Europe na din siya.
And these are Nin's homemade products, all handmade. We asked Nin why the choice of banana for her business.
Nickname ko, Banana. Yung uncle ko, pinangalan akong Banana. Parang sa TV show dati, may parang banana doon na character. Tapos parang natuwa yung uncle ko, tapos tinag niya akong Banana. Yung project, dinugtong ko lang siya. Kasi mahilig ako ng arts, nagpipaint ako, tsaka gumagawa, bukod sa accessory, konti lang, photography ng onte. So, parang may project ako na iba-iba. Tapos parang ito yung pinaka-project na ginawa kong business na talaga.
Her initial target are the doting moms who love cooking at parties for their children. But soon she expanded her clientele to include those having birthday parties, weddings, and debuts. She would get regular calls inquiring about her products, and though not all inquiries would end in actual sales, she was always courteous, always cheerful, and helpful to her prospective clients.
Mostly yung feedback sa akin is, easy to talk. Parang smooth transaction. Kasi pag may mga nag-i-inquire sa akin, Hindi ko siya yung parang isang tanong, isang sagot na, oo, wala. Ini-entertain ko yung mga ideas nila. Kahit na minsan parang mahaba na yung usapan, tapos parang hindi naman din sila umu-order pa. Ina-entertain ko pa rin kasi eventually, hindi man umorder ngayon, parang babalikan ka nila kapag okay kang kausap.
Besides, Nin admits it was boring to be repetitive with her designs. So fresh ideas from her customers are a big help. Because her business is home-based and her staff composed mostly of family members and bosom friends, the Banana Project is a simple, no-fuss setup with not too many challenges to hurdle. Her one big challenge, though, is meeting deadlines.
Kasi 70% ng client namin abroad sila. Kadalasan, hindi pa kasi kami nagde-deliver directly Philippines tapos punta ng abroad. Kaya ang ginagawa ng abroad client namin, pinapadala nila sa family, member, tas friends. Nalalaman na lang nila na may uuwi pala sa kanila. Parang 2 weeks na lang, 3 weeks. So, kailangan namin yun madaliin, i-rush. Hindi din kasi kami tumatanggi sa order. Kaya, ayun, kaya tuloy-tuloy lang kami gumawa.
This is how a regular day at work goes. When a client calls, more often than not, she already has her own concept of what she wants. Nin then makes a hand-drawn layout of the order. If the client approves of the design and layout, Nin makes one sample for final approval before making the full order.
Yung team ko, nag-start kami, ng kuya ko lang. Tapos na medyo dumadami na yung order, andyan na din yung minsan yung pinsan ko, tas yung girlfriend ng kuya ko, tas yung classmate ko dati nung college. Tas pati yung lola ko, gusto na din niya magbalot kasi nagmamadali din siya.
It is a family affair, yes, but Nin makes sure she is professional about her business. Even with surprise orders, Nin knows what to do on a day-to-day basis because she is organized, and so is her team.
Minsan nahirap kapag lalo na konti lang yung day na dapat namin siyang gawin. Pero dahil din na din kami, gumawa 2 years na din. So parang nasanay na din kami.
We watched her team at work and saw how meticulous they were about the orders. She accepts customized orders, but she also has shelves full of her old orders to give one an idea of what she can do.
Yung mga card holder, yung mga nandun sa usually nasa 130 to 160 pesos. Tapos yung mga magnet, may 75 to 100 pesos. Ito, nasa 100 pesos. 80 to 100. 20 pieces yung minimum namin.
Sa lahat po?
Nasa 5 inches. Tapos may kasama siyang case na glass. Nasa 1,000 pesos siya. Tapos may maliit nito, 4 inches, nasa 800. 3 inches, 500.
The magnets and keychains cost from 80 pesos to 100 pesos each. Nin knows her limits, so she makes sure that she accommodates only about 6 to 8 clients a month. These clients order anywhere from 20 to 100 pieces per order. Everything is made meticulously by hand, and save for the simple machine, a small oven, and some tools, there is nothing complicated about Nin's products. All she needs are her imagination, patience, and the loving support of family and friends. This is entrepreneurship at its simplest and most basic, something that anyone with a right spirit and attitude can do.
That was Miss Nin, who owns and runs a business from home, the Banana Project. Her life story and her determination to rise above her physical disabilities is certainly an inspiring one to tell. That ends the business section of Business and Leisure. Our sunshine girl, Zera Hernandez, is all set to usher in the leisure portion of our show, which is coming right up ahead after we pause for another short break. We'll be right back.
Vote Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Take me
Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
You're still with us here on Business and Leisure, and now we go right on to the lifestyle section as I turn you over to our co-host this week, Sunshine Girl Zera Hernandez, for our leisure report. It's all yours, Zera.
Thank you so much, Butch, and I'll see you in a while. Hi there, everyone. Yes, I am back, and it is now my cue to take over our show for the lifestyle section. So, are you guys ready? Let's get the show going with the hottest and trendiest events in the Metro recently. Here it is.
The Center for Campus Art of the De La Salle College of St. Benilde recently held a fashion exhibit to honor the life and work of national artist for fashion design Ramon Valera. The exhibit, which was displayed at the 12th floor STA Gallery of St. Benilde, showcased the original ternos and gowns designed by Valera. The show also highlighted Valera's innovation in fashion design, which was presented to the new generation of fashion designers. Valera and the Modern is produced with the support of the Tantoco Rustia Foundation and responds through its president Zenaida Tantoco, who has been instrumental in facilitating the loans of the garments from the collections of prominent families.
So I would like to invite everybody who's watching the show to please come to the De La Salle College of St. Benil School of Design and Arts to view the exhibit on Ramon Valera. It is not every day that we can see the gowns because they are from the collections of very private individuals and families. So please grab this chance. The last show of Valera was in 2003 and it was only for one night. So this is really a great opportunity for everyone to witness and to see up close supreme examples of Philippine haute couture.
Pinoy Cuisine Sangkap by Chef Raymar Reyes recently opened their latest branch at the Vista Mall in Camellia, Taguig Road. Sangkap was first introduced in Pasig City and started to branch out in different parts of the metro. Sangkap offers unique Filipino cuisine like lechon sinigang and chicken inasal.
You are again updated with the recent happenings in the metro, so make sure to come back again for more exclusive events. Places this week, we take another road, a less traveled one, because our feature this week is actually a well-appointed spa that is also primarily a social enterprise.
Home Ritual is a wellness center with a heart that is owned and run by Miss Shelly Lazaro, a self-styled entrepreneur. Shelly actually started off with a distribution business, offering excellent natural spa products to hotels, resorts, and spas where relaxation and wellness are offered.
But last year, we started actively promoting the spa line, and that's when I discovered some industry practices that I want to improve on. Like, I discovered that majority of these types of businesses don't pay their employees well. Like, everyone's by allowance, they just give them free meals, free accommodation, but no salary at all. They just rely on commission. So that's one. Another thing that I discovered is that most of them are just really profit-oriented. Like, you know, all these products with toxic ingredients, all these chemicals. I'm just lucky because in all my travels, like, I get to find brands that really have a good blend of ingredients that are not harmful. So even pregnant women or even kids can actually use it. So what I did, we designed packages for them. So for them to actually change all these products that are not really good for the body, for not just the superficial part of the skin, but internally.
She wrote the fact that many of these wellness centers grossly underpay their employees.
And then I said, there's something wrong, we have to change it. And yeah, so it took us like several months, and then the feedback is really frustrating. Like, they're like, it's okay, we're banking on our names, we really don't need like to have really this natural or organic products. We don't have to pay our people well because they get commission anyway, they get tips anyway, you know, things like that.
So Shelly took matters in her own hands and started her own spa and wellness center, starting off with a nail therapy place called Aiden and Andy Nail and Skin Therapy. She soon realized that the market accepted her center quite well, even presenting franchise opportunities for her as well. Being active in so many advocacies, her only condition to her would-be franchisees would be that they also actively get involved in any one advocacy.
For as long as you commit to allocate proceeds of your gross sales, of your income to these charities. And it doesn't always have to be like money oriented. Like, it doesn't have to be always like in peso value. You can also help in terms of providing livelihood skills training. Like, since that's your business, you have therapists, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, you can go around the communities, maybe train the housewives, whose husbands are not really earning well or not being able to, so that after they complete their training, then they have the opportunity to either offer like home service within their communities or maybe have a decent job in a salon in their area.
The primary business of Home Rituals is distribution, and their products find their way into premium outlets like 5-star hotels and resorts. She gets international educators representing the brands that she carries, so Home Rituals is very strong in the areas of education and skills training.
We want all therapies to be treated as medical professionals because it's all like, for example, for nails specifically, because here we're very we take like skincare seriously, but we really take for granted the nail care. In fact, there's no nail care here. It's all nail styling, it's all nail coloring. All these studies from Stanford, from Harvard, na all the there are several illnesses that you can get from just having fungus in your nails. Like there are some people already who suffered from like liver diseases, lung cancer, and it's not even from smoking. It's because they have nail fungus.
Here at Home Rituals, nail care is treated just as importantly as skin care. And because they pay their staff with good, decent compensation, they have adapted a no-tipping policy.
Here at Home Rituals, at Aiden and Andy, and at Citrea Global Cosmetics, we run it as a corporation and not just like an ordinary or friendly neighborhood spa or beauty parlor. No, not like that. So even if you're just a nail technician here, you're like a corporate person. You're like an employee. You're given full salary. So yeah, so we impose no tipping policy primarily because we feel that we're in the business of giving excellent service, right? So if that's your business, you should be able to give that. So the customers don't have to compensate our people for providing excellent service, mainly because that's what we're here for, right?
Customers who insist on tipping their favorite therapists instead get a formal donation form, and their tips are treated as donations to a foundation. This sits well with their therapists, who appreciate the fact that they too have done their own small share in donating to a foundation. Home Rituals provides beauty and wellness training like massage, nail care, and haircuts to communities that may one day be accepted and accredited by government agencies like TESDA or the Department of Health.
Our people are so good, all the therapists, educators, and we only use these trusted brands from abroad that are healthy. Even like a 3-month-old baby can come here. You can put the product on his or her skin and nothing bad will happen to him or her. So basically, it can cater to everyone. But of course, we offer premium services. So our pricing is also a little bit premium. But again, everything goes back to the community.
It is now a full-throttle spa catering to the face, the nails, and the full body. They have also started offering a spa buffet apart from the a la carte treatments.
For a fixed price, you can actually go to our product buffet section. Like instead of food, they're all beauty products, they're all wellness products. You can actually get whatever you want. You can get scrubs, lotion. Because I have all those, like Spa Ritual and Masada. Masada is another brand that we brought in from Spain. Masada is a facial therapy line based on natural therapy. So it's like if you want clinical results, for example, you want whitening, anti-aging for the face, it's hard to find a line that can actually treat that without chemicals because you need those active ingredients. But Masada, it's all natural and yet it can give you that result.
With the spa buffet, their therapists can offer customized service to their clients. Here, Shelley is joined by her head therapist, Annie, and one of her educators and trainers, Tel. This is what she calls her nail care therapy room, where she has her full recliners for utmost comfort.
We can actually personalize the treatment for you. Like if you have nail fungus, we offer both preventive and curative treatments. The nail polishes, what we try to offer really is a daily ritual on healthy meal care. Like we have meal vitamins, we have scrubs and lotions to take care of your body. We also have skin doctors. Like if you need intensive like anti-aging treatment, we have that. We also have, if you want healthy makeup, we have Luminous airbrush system. So it's all natural also, it's water-based, so it will not harm your skin in any way.
These are her treatment rooms, which look as comfortable as your own bedroom. Shelly says clients can hold their own spa parties here. They can offer as many as 15 beds for such spa parties. And with this formal dining table that is elegantly set, small meetings can be held here as well. They will soon add some video facilities for meeting in this room. Home Rituals is located at White Plains, and many of their clients come from the different exclusive villages in the vicinity. Because of their very well-appointed spa and wellness center, Shelly admits that their price points run to the high end. However, Shelly says their target market is really people who support her advocacies, people with a heart.
Hi everyone! I would like to invite you to Home Rituals, the Village Spa. We have some exciting offerings for you. It's going to be a spa experience you've never done before. We have the best treatments, we have the best therapists, the best products. And aside from that, we make sure that all the preparations done here, all the rituals are not just good for you, but good for the planet as well. And I also want to invite you to be part of our advocacy in empowering the communities through providing employment and free trainings to those in need. So we have Home Rituals Instagram account, we have Facebook account. You can drop us a line there. You can also visit us here at White Plains. We're at number 30 Katipunan Avenue, White Plains, Quezon City. For any franchise inquiries, you can also call us at 503-4617.
That was Home Rituals, the spa and wellness center with a heart, our special feature this week on Places. Let's take a quick break and we will be back in a jiffy. Stay stuck.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Take me
Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road? or off key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Hello once again, everyone. I am your sunshine girl for the week, Sarah Hernandez. We continue now with our recommended dining destinations with Leisure Trip.
Here now is our weekly list of highly recommended leisure destinations. Be it fine dining, romantic garden wedding, or a relaxed meal of excellent dishes, the name Ilustrado comes to mind. It's one of the few places that serve the best paella in town. Ilustrado, located within the walled city of Intramuros. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is indeed the prime dining destination where you can enjoy the best of prime steak. The Highland Prime Steakhouse serves nothing but U.S. Angus prime beef. And the Highlands Prime Steakhouse also serves an array of prime gourmet dishes like the squid ink pasta, topped with a whole prawn of their delectable sea bass that's always juicy and served with mashed potato and a wedge of lemon. And their breads and cakes are baked fresh every day. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is at the SM Mall of Asia, and that's where you should have your next lunch, dinner, or intimate party.
Steak lovers from north of the metro can also enjoy the juiciest prime steaks and other mouth-watering dishes at Highlands Prime Steakhouse, located at Estancia, Capitol Commons in Pasig.
And that's our regular what to enjoy and where to go list. Business and Leisure's weekly guide to destinations and places to go to enjoy the good life.
Make sure to put those dining places on your list, okay? Bye everyone, and back to our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. See you next time, Butch.
Thanks, Zara, for another exciting and entertaining edition of the Leisure Report. Sunshine Girl Zara Hernandez hosting the lifestyle section of our show. And with that, we end another edition of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. Also, don't forget to follow us in our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy the good life.